Hey guys, video is going to be for forms. If you want to change your forms or you want to create a new form, this is the video for you. So let's go ahead and get started. So right from our um, sample website, you can see that there's a form here. And this is, you probably have this same form on your website. It's just our general form that just asks for name, email, and allows people to go ahead and just put in a message or comment and then click submit. So how do I change that? Where do I see my forms that are available on my website? So you're going to come to your dashboard, and if you come down about halfway, you'll see it right here. Forms, WP Forms is what you're looking for. So if you want to see, hey, what are all my available forms, you can click on All Forms. And here you'll see a list of forms that you have. You may have more, you may have less, just depending on what forms were created for your website. And so you can edit any of these pre-existing forms by just either clicking on their name or clicking edit, and you can do that. Or let's say you say, hey, I want to create a new form. You can go ahead and click on add new right here, or you can also click add new right here on this side, on the left side of the screen. Okay, so let's just say we want to change a form. We'll change a form first. You go ahead and click on, let's say, edit on this general contact form. Once you do that, it's going to take you to the settings page of that form. And here it is. You can see that this form, if this is the same one that was created for our contact us page, then you'll see it right here. And so this is where you can make some changes. So let's say you say, I want to change this, whatever, this name part. You can just click on it, and you see on the left hand side, it automatically takes you to that section, the information for that section right there, the name part. And so if you want to change this title name, I don't know, provide name, whatever, or you say first and last name. So you get the point. You can change that information right there. And then format is going to ask you for the name. And every one of these have their own different selections. So you can kind of just go through them and see. So you can choose simple, and it's just simple as just name. You can say, I want first and last name, and so it divides it into two. I want first, middle, and last, and it divides it into three. So we had it set as first and last name. If you want to add some description, you'll see that if I add something, it adds it right to the bottom. And so you see me typing, and now it's showing it right here. You can choose if it's required or not by clicking that. So if it's checked, then you'll see that little red asterisk right there. If I take it off, then the asterisk goes away. If I have it checked and the asterisk is there, then of course that means, if you've done forms in your life at all, then that means in order for me to submit it, I have to enter the information in that section. And then you have some other options that may or may not be available to you depending on your program. But you can also just kind of go through there and play with it. In this video, I'm just going to kind of just give you the generic information. You can play around with it. You're not going to hurt it. And then you can just come back and redo different things. Of course, if you ever get stuck or need more information, you can reach out to us at info@webizoid.com. And so you can go ahead and do the same thing. So now I click on email. So you have different options here as well too. Comment. But let's say you want to add some. So to get out of this section here, just go to add fields, and it gives you some selections. So anything that's the dark blue are available to you. Anything in this light blue are not available to you. So right here, you can do single line text, paragraph, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All different kind of things for you to add. Again, some of these you may have available, some of them you may not have available. But let's say I want to add I want to ask them to provide their number. And so let's go ahead and put their number right here. So you can just drag it to where you want it to go. Then you can click on it and change. So now we want to say phone number. All right. And we want that one to be required as well. Okay. So now that's it. You can add, take away. If you don't like something, you can just delete it. If you want to duplicate it, you can duplicate it. And then once you're done, you go ahead and hit save. Okay. So also, what's on the left-hand side over here? Let's say you want to change this general contact. You can go to setup up here, and you can change that title of that form right there. Settings, again, more information. You can change the title here. You can give the form a description. Do you want the submit button to say submit or enter, or maybe you want to say enviar because you want to do it in Spanish? Whatever you want the button to say. What do you want it to say when after they've clicked it? If when they click it, it's going to say sending. Do you want it to say something else? Whatever you want it to say. You can fill in that information. Notifications. So the notifications is on. So when an email is sent, where do you want to send to? You want to send it to. If you leave it on admin email, you can leave it there, or you can change it to whatever email that you want. Maybe you want it to go to somebody else's email. Just put in their email in there. When it gets sent to them. So again, this is a contact form. So you want this email to go to whoever's in charge of your contact forms. You put that in there. When it gets sent to them, it's going to say this in the email subject. And then who do you want it to say it's from? So, you may want to say that it's from, this website is called Faith Gospel. So you want it to say that it's coming from Faith Gospel Church. Okay. And then the from email, you put in the email that you want. Okay. And so just some more information for you there. But if you leave it pretty standard like that, then you're good. I would say the only thing you really need to change are those first 4 lines. So when someone hits submit, where's this email going to? You want to put it there. Again, you can leave it as that. You can take this out and you can put it. So let's say we wanted it to go to info@webizoid.com. Then you can just do that. Okay. But I'm just going to leave it as admin email. And then again, you want it to be what do you want the email subject to be? And then from, who do you want it to be? This would be the name. So on let's say your Gmail, to say from this person. And then you could put the from email as well too. Okay. And then confirmations. So once they click on submit, what do you want it to do? Do you want it to just give them a message? Do you want to send them to a different page? What do you want it to do? If you just want it to do a message, which is great, then after they click submit, then this message will display. Thanks for contacting us. We'll be in touch with you shortly. Or you can have it say something else. And then once all that's done, you hit submit. You have some other options there that are kind of a pro version, so you may not have those options available to you. And then that's it. That's kind of generically speaking, that's how you change your emails. Those sort of different options you can do. Let's come back to field. So we added phone number to it. So now that we just save it, make sure that we got everything in there. And we can come back here and we can refresh. And we should see phone number now is added to this contact form right here. Okay, obviously you need to know which form is embedded in a particular page. So if you need help knowing that, please feel free to reach out to us. But generally speaking, this is basically how you create a form. So that was editing a form. I'm not going to go over it again when you're creating a new form. But again, if you want to create a new form, you can hit add new. You can add a title to it. It's going to automatically ask what's the title of this form. So you can just put in, new form. I'm just going to call it whatever it is that you want to call it. And then it gives you a few choices here. Everyone will have these options. Some will have additional options down here. These are kind of just pre-made options, but everyone will have these. So I would definitely say maybe start with the simple contact form because it kind of generates some items like the name, number, and so forth. Or you can start with blank, and then you can work from there. So again, I'm not going to go into it because we went in there, but start from there, and then you'll see that it's just asked you to start putting in information like name. You want to put name, number, email. do you want to have it ask for specific stuff? So you can get as creative as you want with this. Again, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us at info at webazoid.com.